Namaste, Namaste, Purnamaste, and everybody welcome to the art of the word that I am from the heart. As crazy as that I am from the heart, but I love you as crazy that I am and truthful and sincere as that I am to myself and everyone. And I want to speak about myself so you a little bit more conceive me, feel me. Understanding is in the mind. Don't do that. I'm allergic to the mind. You can feel the truth that I am. Because I'm very different. I'm very different than I was very different all my life. Since birth. Not only that I was born crystalline baby, and completely different, I feel everything. I feel everything. My first sight is feeling. Feeling. I never in my life, I always felt feeling is the truth. I never really trusted my mind, and if I did, I got fucked. But I never said I think, I always said I feel. And I always, actually, feeling is my first sight. And it's connected with being crystalline baby as to feel. But I'm born autistic, highly active autistic. And combination of all this and being an empath, really, I'm different than most people. I always been. But I love you truthfully and sincerely as I'm truthful and sincere, but I'm crazy as that I am. You have to understand, I was born highly active autistic, and in my truth, this is not a mental disease, this is not a mental disorder, but it is a gift of source, gift of God, gift of love. For my inner reality is outer reality. Feeling is my first sight, and I feel everything so profoundly that I never trust my mind. And it was hell living with autism in my childhood, in my youth, until I never healed it. I never healed it because I healed severe anxiety, severe depression. I healed all kinds of trauma from childhood, all guilt and fear. But autism only got enhanced and mastered. Autism is not a mental disease, is not a defect. But it was hell living with it. Because I felt everything so clearly, so profoundly, all the energies within me. And it literally drove me insane and allergic to all the opposition and violation of the mind. Like a cat. Like a cat. This is how I can explain to you. Like being a cat. You feel the energy and you respond. And you just feel. And you feel as it is. And as cats are truthful and sincere, I could only be truthful and sincere always. I could never pretend. I could never people please. I could never not be truthful and sincere with myself and others. But it was hell living with it. And highly active autism, that's not hyperactive, that's like being completely... My thoughts, my processes, my everything, my energy, my focus. This was just going in 1 second to 1,000,000 places. Thoughts, overthinking. And feeling everything clearly. It was hell living with it because I didn't want to feel it. And severest anxiety. because I felt something and I felt energy so clearly, and opposition and violation that is normal in this world. What people do: control, a little bit manipulate, gaslight, lie, pretend. I could not stand it. And before I mastered my autism, my mind was going crazy on all directions. My energy is going crazy in all directions. My focus on the 5 directions at once. And because energies of others, especially my family, my grandmother many times, their opposition and their old ways of opposition, control, and I could not respond anyway. Never ever, like being truthful and sincere. I was not a master, and autism is not a defect, but it's a gift of love. And I would scream, I would go all insane. What the fuck? No. But I never hated. Autism is being truthful and sincere, feeling energy like a cat. But I could never hate. I could never resent. I never had nothing to forgive. I just expressed myself. I just went all completely insane, mad, insane in the main brain. Baby, come on. And it was not pretty. But I never had nothing to forgive, nothing to resent. It's like autism, how I feel, is gift of the source. You remain the source. You feel, I never grew up. I never started to think that I'm a mind. I never started to think that I'm my mind and try to get things with my mind and figure out. I was always feeling, but it was suffering to live with it. But it keeps you in feeling. It keeps you in alignment with the source. And you cannot lie, you cannot pretend, you cannot people please. I can be only truthful and sincere. I could never read more than 1 page. More than 1 page I could never read. If I would read more than 1 page, I would go so anxious, so off alignment, so cannot stand it. And that's why I cannot stand Messenger, and I cannot stand this commenting and these things. On real life, I'm like a river, flowing like a river. The best company, but I like to be alone five days per day. Completely. The 2 days, I'm like a river, but on social media, when I feel these energies, when I have to type, and on the phone, it's crazy. Crazy. And I'm truthful and sincere to myself and everyone. And Messenger I cannot do, and I don't do, because I don't do things that drive me crazy. Because I know myself, and I accepted myself fully and completely, that I'm a truthful and sincere autistic crystalline child who is different than all the people. Not all, but most. And I have no guilt and no fear about it. And I'm being truthful and sincere to myself and everyone. But now when I'm a master, now it's crazy. I healed my anxiety, I healed my fear, I overcame my guilt, I found the shadow within me, I brought it to light so I can see it within me. I have no guilt and fear. I accepted myself as I am, crazy as that I am. And before this synapses running all around in my energy and thoughts running all around, now I'm like a radar. I can come in a room and there are 12 people and I'm like in 1 second, I'm scanning them, I know them all. I can focus on 5 things. I can notice everything. And you have to know I'm left eye blind, and on the right eye I don't have perfect vision. And I can just and I can just be focused, notice everything, respond to everything like a... Immediately. I feel everything. And before, my mind and my energy were just going on a million places and multitasking. Now I have it controlled. It's focused. I can feel everything. And stay in focus, in alignment. And use it as the greatest gift. I can literally, in energy, feel everything and just know where I am and who is around me, what kind of people I'm dealing with, everything. And it always made me feel my inner reality, outer reality. When I used to astral dream, I don't astral dream anymore. But this was happening at day for me. I didn't remember dreams at night, but at day I was multidimensionally in my dreams and here, and writing from dreams, in awake state. That's why I called myself the daydreamer. And now I can also be like that. But we don't need to be in astral anymore. It's multidimensional perception. That's why I was so crazy when I was a child and nobody would understand me and people would act like they normally act and I go completely crazy. And I find that all spiritual masters, great spiritual masters, were autistic. Because since birth, I was never thrown in my head, in my mind, and I could profoundly feel everything so clearly that I literally almost went insane. And feeling my first sight. What is inner reality for others, outer reality for me. And I'm crazy as that I am now. Because before I was screaming and yelling and going all crazy when something disturbs me. But now I explain myself profoundly. Like a Zen master should. And I write long ass comments in one words. I'm truthful and sincere. I express myself. I truthfully and sincerely don't blame myself and I feel the energies. I'm different. I'm just truthfully, sincerely. I have nothing to forgive. I don't blame. I just don't want you to project your mind and want you to bring your unconscious to consciousness and I just say what I see. But I'm crazy as that I am truthful and sincere. And because I am like this, I go too far to bring the message home. I say things that... But I don't mean anything. I have no ego. I don't blame you. I have nothing to forgive. And if somebody apologizes, I have nothing to forgive. I only want you to stop this in my energy. I respect my energy. And I present you that shadow so you can see it maybe for yourself. And bring it to consciousness if you desire. So don't bring it to me. But before, this made me always scream and yell and shout and go completely crazy because I was not able to express in words the energies that I feel. And I probably felt some guilt, yes, some fear, separation from self. Now I have no guilt and fear. I am one with the truth that I am with no guilt and fear. I'm not my mind. I feel the energies of others in interaction with my energy. I have no fear to say, I love my energy as yours, I give you peace. And people do not understand. In one word, in one sentence, I actually, this is the thing. I actually do not feel the mind. I do not read the mind. It is deeper. I experience the mind, things in the mind that they are unconscious themselves even. And I have to experience it. And why would I have to? If I give peace to everyone and only teachings and writing, why would people have to tell me what I think? Why would I have to experience their mind, things that they don't want to see in themselves? And And then I'm crazy as that I am when I feel something. Because what I feel, and I was going crazy before, now I feel what I feel. It's their thinking, their mental projections that have nothing to do with my word. Actually, some religious energies, some beliefs, some opposition, some violation. The mind just want to also give what you know, and you already have that. It's your mind, it's not who you are. I never was, I'm not your mind, I'm you. And I just feel, and it's always the cause of their suffering in their life, because they think what is not true, and they project the mind. And then I go crazy sometimes, yes, and it's the cause of all their suffering in their life. And that's why I really sincerely feel that autism is a gift of love, so you never remain in your mind, you never get in your mind, but people think you're crazy. People think in this world they judge that you are mentally sick. But when you master it, when you master your autism, and when I master my autism, I'm like Alan Watts said. I'm like Alan Watts said. Alan Watts said, enlightened man is whole and complete. Enlightened man is whole and complete. He has no guilt, no fear. He accepted himself fully and completely. And he's like an ocean of love. Everybody wants to be at the ocean when the sunshine is shining and just enjoy the ocean and enjoy the peace, and they get nourished. But if they cause a storm, oh, that storm, that's one hell of a storm that no one can stop. And if they won't try to stop, the storm even gets worse. And you cannot control and cannot stop. They can make it worse, don't they? Because always when they try to stop, they gaslight and do not respect your energy, and they try to even blame you that you are angry. I'm explaining why Alan Watts said this. And that storm, because before you maybe had guilt and fear, and they could gaslight you, they can tell you no, but you don't understand, no, but you don't know. But now you accepted what you feel is truth, and you feel so profoundly. And I feel the causes of their problems in what they are actually doing, and what I stopped. And when they defend their mind, when they cannot stop, when they go on, I see they do not see in themselves, and they just want to gaslight and convince something just to give me that energy or get that energy. But I feel what is unconscious within them, and I only want light. They can keep it, but I want peace in my energy from it. And I get more angry, because I see they are actually creating karma with others, gaslighting also others and controlling others, because others have guilt and fear. They can gaslight them. They cannot me. I'll teach them, so they stop doing this, so they stop controlling, creating karma for themselves, and be sincere and truthful and accept people when they don't like their energy and our energy and what they want from us. And they stop karma and stop suffering. And that's why it's like Alan Watts said, enlightened man is whole and complete, and it's like an ocean. Everybody wants to stay at the ocean and feel the ocean and enjoy the peace of the ocean. But boy, if you cause a storm, this is one hell of a storm, and if you try to stop, you better run, for you caused a storm you don't want to see. Something like that, he said. I will write it later. That is the truth. But my autism is I was always truthful and sincere, and I was screaming and going too far, and now I just write too much. I write everything what I feel if they disturb me enough, and I write 12 comments, and everything what I feel I write, because now I feel that within what before just made me to go insane, and they thought that I have a problem because I went angry and didn't explain to them why. Now I explain to them why. And that's why I go too far, because that's my autistic nature. I can be only truthful and sincere, and I feel so many things. I just have to tell them everything so they see. Not to blame them, not to try to put them down, but to bring their unconscious out so they can see what the fuck they're doing, for they don't know what they're doing, and they're causing karma in their own life and relationships with others. Bad karma, what they don't need in their life. The thing is that I have no guilt. I don't blame myself. I don't blame you. I have nothing to forgive. I only want you to stop. And I'm a teacher. I want you to see that shit. If not, you don't have to, but don't show it to me. I'm only responding to the energy in the comment. You know, I have nothing. I don't blame. I don't hate. I don't resent. I have nothing to forgive. I only want peace from that. For I feel so profoundly, I experience within me. And that's what gives me that I can teach so profound teachings and elaborate on things going deep from all directions. Like I was master psychologist. I am master Buddha who was born autistic. And that's what I believe, and I know, I feel that Buddha, Jesus, and all great masters were autistic. Because it gives us, when we reach enlightenment, when we get free, it gives us ability to really explain and put in words what we feel so deeply, profoundly experience within ourselves. That's why I have to know all my articles, all my videos, even this video was actually inspired by something that disturbed me very much. Most disturbed me, most as possible. You know, somebody who I care much and respects me, I respect. And are really sincere and truthful, but thinking too much their mind, and just, if I would not stop them every third day, their mind would be all over my page. They would only have their mind. I don't want that. Let them get the answer within the silence of the mind, in their own being and experience. They are not the mind. I'm truthful and sincere. And they actually told me, I actually said that Albert Einstein was autistic, and that he told to a child who said, how can I be a genius like you? He said, play, read fairy tales and fantasy. Because he was a master. He told him, you're a child, you should play, read fairy tales and fantasy. Don't study physics now. People who are not enlightened, they would tell him, study physics, read Nikola Tesla, study this. Read my work, they would say. But he knew he was a child. He needed to do what children do to become a genius from the heart that he wants to be later. He will find himself there. And I said that he was actually, he could not dress himself by himself. He doesn't have a concept how to dress himself. But he was such a genius. And somebody had to comment, oh my God, their mind, and they showed me everything in their mind what I didn't want to see. Why? It was evening and I need peace. I don't need to. No. And I'm like a cat. I cannot. I have to deal with it when it comes. I don't want this. They said to actually what they said in response to that. Purna, actually, we all need grace of God to become whole and complete in this world. And then that's why I'm so grateful for your teachings. And I was like, this is the most crazy thing I ever feel, and their mind going completely crazy. First, they are actually telling me how actually is, and actually teaching a religion of separation of God from them, and presenting energy of God separated from them, that you have to be worthy to get grace, and you are not equal to. And it's not you, it's separated. You need grace, you need grace. I saw that. I saw they teaching, and I teach only in my class, and they come for my classes because they think they're their mind. And I just commenting and telling Einstein was like this. So they would feel the child, so they would become children again. Einstein was a master. But their mind judged Einstein because he's autistic. He needs grace of God to become whole and complete. And teaching in my class, they come actually to my classes to become whole and complete themselves. And I'm not teaching in their pages. And if they come, let them not teach because they are saying the most crazy thing I ever heard. And I'm autistic. And I'm teaching here how they can become whole and complete. You know. They actually told me I need to be whole and complete, need grace of God. And they are in separation from themselves, thinking God is separated from them. So they search God, they search for themselves, they don't know God, they don't know themselves, and they need grace of God because they know they are that eternal grace that I am, they know that not. It's crazy. And then they thank me for my teaching just for that. For what? You just thanked me that you called me that I need grace of God to become whole and complete, and you come to my class for teaching me that I need grace of God, that the religious energy of separation from self to become whole and complete. Unconscious, and you know I wrote many articles and videos that I'm autistic, and you still just, your mind just had to say something. And the problem is within you, because as long as you think you are your mind, you are not whole and complete. And you see Einstein problem not being whole and complete, he needs grace of God. You see you're not being whole and complete in him, in yourself, you're seeing in him, and he's teaching children how parents should teach children because he's a master whole and complete, and he doesn't need to know how to dress himself to be whole and complete and divine and master. And actually you come to me in my class to become whole and complete, and you are so grateful, you appreciate so much, but you unconscious of yourself, you called all the masters. I need grace of God who are autistic, and autistic children who are the grace of God forever, and we never cease to be, and called me I need grace of God when you are coming to feel that you are that I am and there's no other, and you are actually here. So you can master yourself and become one day whole and complete. This is grace. I'm not giving you grace, but you are that grace that you have to find yourself, because in separation from yourself, you don't know yourself, you don't know God. You search for yourself, you search for God, you worship God and ask for grace outside of you because you don't know yourself. But then, when you know yourself, you are yourself. And you are that grace. And no grace of God is to help you if you don't follow what masters like Buddha, and not the religion of Jesus, but Jesus actually is teaching enlightenment, and Krishna and all the enlightened masters is Ananda, my beautiful Ma, and all the masters through the ages and masters were teaching in their steps, when you will give yourself grace and you will do all the work on yourself, so you will realize that you are not your mind, and you will be that eternal grace, for there is no other. And don't call me. You know, I should make videos, because when I write these things, you don't see that I'm joking, you think that I'm blaming. But when you see how I'm laughing when I'm telling you, you should not call me to, I'm autistic, and that's why you call me. You call me, I need grace of God. You coming just for that here, and you are that grace of God yourself. You think I'll go too far now to bring that message home, because this is what autistic masters do. And you say you're not religious, then you defend your mind, the mind that He that offends himself can never get free. Keep in mind. Just a thing, but you know who you see in me. You see Jesus Christ in me. If you're not religious, why would you see Jesus Christ in me? I'm a Zen master. The universe doesn't make copies. Doesn't matter who we were past lives, because we were infinite past lives. We don't have one past lives. We have simultaneous so many past lives. So what did this means? Universe doesn't make copies. I'm Purna, Ananda, unique and authentic, crazy man. Maybe wanna be black Jesus, motherfucker, come on. And that's just the proof in your mind how you are religious unconsciously. Why would you think that I'm Jesus? And even if you would know I'm just another master, unique and complete, because universe doesn't copy himself. And you are the one you're waiting for, the Christ to save you. Your fullness and completion, uniqueness of God. It is who you are. So like this it is, you know. Like this it is. Like this it is. Like this it is. Yeah, this is being autistic. Just I can start doing sounds and I'll lost myself. I'll be doing this half hour. No guilt or fear. So like this, you see so deeply so many things, and they actually need to realize they're not a mind. But I have nothing to forgive. I don't blame them. I don't shame them. I just see what they're doing so they can stop and stop suffering. Because mind is causing suffering with other people. Because other people exploit this. When you project your mind, when you're thinking what is not true, then they are planting thoughts in your mind that are not true and influence you when you follow that mind. That's why I stop the mind. I feel the mind. What is mind doing? What the fuck? And I really feel mind want to tell me what you already have, what is programmed there, the beliefs, the thinking, what you know. When you are the truth, you are the truth, you are being the truth. You are like I am, you teach in your own page. You don't try to defend your truth, confirm your truth, approve truth of others. You don't tell what you know. What is that to know? Truth. I want you to feel, not think. Feel deeply. And know you are not your mind. Stop thinking and trying to figure out in your mind and what your mind wants to give, immediately searching for the answer in the mind. You never get the truth. You feel in the silence of the mind. You're not that mind that wants to figure out and always comment on everything and always have to have his mind on everything and just serve something and searches what to give or what to say. But feel, actually. And out of that silence of the mind, you realize you're not a mind. And your truth, I don't have it. The answer within you, I don't have it. Don't search it for me. The answer within you, don't search it from me. The answer within you can be revealed in your own being. Your own being, the truth. And never mind. You are not your mind, baby. No. You know, you don't know. You don't say what you know. You're being true that I am. Otherwise, you are just trying to confirm what you know in the mind, the belief. You're trying to make it real by being accepted. I want you to feel the art of the word that I am. So the deepest truth, the deepest answer may be revealed as you being the truth, your own truth, not me, but your own truth and no other. I give you my word. So you see, that's how I go too far to bring the message home. And that is all my beautiful autism blessing. And I can see in such small things everything. So it is the greatest gift of love. It is not a mental disease. And I am crazy as that I am, with no guilt and fear. And you have to feel me that I'm not like others. I just express myself truthfully and sincerely because I feel so much and I feel so deeply and I don't want to deal with it, and I can be only truthful and sincere and express myself how I feel like a cat. I don't want to resent you. I don't want to pretend in people place to get more of this, and more of them will come to do it because I allow it, and then I would suffer. I would resent, I would hate, I would have to forgive you. No, like a cat. When I see it, when I feel it, I just say what I feel. And so I have nothing to forgive. I don't resent. I don't keep nothing in. Nobody can make me do or put up with something that I don't want to do and that I feel not doing and not putting up. They can only cause a storm if they try. So I'm truthful and sincere. This is the time in my energy. Other people know who they're dealing with. And if they cannot take it, they can go in their own energy, their own dimension. I love them. I let them be who they are. I will not come to disturb them and oppose them and expect things from them, gaslight them, trying to project things and force upon them. No, I leave them alone. I love them as myself. But if they cannot respect my energy, then I go mad and I block people and I remove people. I don't want to deal with things that do not feel right. Nah, I'm very strict to myself because I love myself. I accepted myself. And that's why you have to understand that I'm actually always truthful and sincere to myself and you, and I cannot lie to you. If I'm disturbed by a comment and I tell you everything what I feel, it is because I love you and I want you to bring that separation of the mind unconsciously doing crazy things that you don't know even. I see in small things your greatest problems. And I just respond to your mind. If you didn't say this, what you said, if there was no violation, no opposition felt, no projecting of the mind, no separation from self, I say nothing. If it doesn't disturb my energy, if it feels right in my energy, I love it. But when it doesn't, I don't want to put up with it and that you start doing it even more and start growing in the way that you're doing it and enhancing it and developing it. No, I want to stop you because I love you as myself. And I'm truthful and sincere to you. And I want others not to do this so that they stop because they know they cannot. There's no shit with me. It's like always give you peace. I never disturb your energy. If I expect something from someone, they say no. I say, okay, I love you as myself. I don't want you to expect things from me and push in me and blame me for not giving you. I don't owe your energy. You don't owe me energy. I love you as myself. And I live in a state of no resistance. Whatever doesn't feel right to me, I remove and walk away and do not accept. And I do not want from others and pushing others what doesn't feel right in them. I love you as myself. And I go crazy completely. Yes, not crazy. Yes, I'm a crazy man that I am. And that's why I'm truthful and sincere how I feel always. I cannot deceive you. You cannot impose in me. You cannot think that I'm pretending and that you are imposing. I'm truthful and sincere. I say as I feel and I cannot lie. And that's why you have to know that when I tell you that I truthfully and sincerely love you and bless you and want you to reach enlightenment, to get free of guilt and fear, all questions and doubt, thinking that you are your mind and become that I am from the heart, love that I am. I'm actually truthful and sincere to you. You are not your mind. I love you for I am you. You are not your mind. I'm allergic to the mind. And I only respond to the mind, so you bring that unconscious shadow to consciousness. You are not that mind. I love you as myself. I want you to be as Christ, greater than I am million times, and you become a master. I'm a true Zen master, but crazy cat that I am, autistic child that I am, and you just then truthfully and sincerely know that I love you and I bless you sincerely and I mean all the beauty and poetry that I tell you. For I'm just like an ocean. You can sit by it, enjoy it, feel it, be at peace in the silence of the mind, and let the ocean be revealed as your own truth in your being. But if you cause a storm, if you don't stop, you cause such a storm, you better run. That's like it is. But I love you as I am, and I'm truthful and sincere always. And I just wanted to make this video so that you can feel me, why I'm so different and unique, why I'm not short, but why I go too far to bring message home. I'm not like others. Except this autistic child who is enlightened master with no guilt and fear, cannot be truthful and sincere, cannot pretend, but loves you truthfully and sincerely as myself and wants you to be enlightened and become greater master than I am. For this is the truth. I can go truthfully mad, for you are in my energy, and you don't respect it. For I feel your mind in my class projecting something that is cause of your greatest problems. If you said nothing, I would said nothing. I teach only in my class. I respond to it. I love you as myself, truthfully and sincerely. So when you always know with me, I'm truthful and sincere, and I love you and bless you. I'm truthful and sincere. And I have nothing to forgive if people can take my storm. People can take my storm. I mean, I'm sunshine. I bless them. I give them all the love. I bless them. I give them all the love. Sincerely from the heart. I have no resentment. I have nothing to forgive. I don't blame them. I don't blame myself. Why would I blame them? I don't blame myself. And I love myself. I don't want to suffer with their energies and put up with things that I don't. And I just express myself. So I stop like a cat. If you won't stop, I smack. I get angry, really angry. And then if you stop and you can take it, okay. If you cannot, you're blocked. That's all it is. I don't want to put up with it. That's why cats smack you and leave. And if they can accept, I have nothing to forgive. I don't want apology. I just want you to stop. And you stopped. You respect my energies. I love you and I bless you and I tell you something good about you. Because I just really went too far to bring the message home. I truthfully and sincerely love you because I cannot be no other but truthful and sincere. But I feel energy so deeply and profoundly, I experience them in my being. And until I had guilt and fear of expressing myself truthfully and sincere, I suffered. And enlightenment is freedom of suffering. When you truthfully and sincerely accept yourself as you are, and you know you would suffer. I don't want to suffer. I express myself so that this doesn't repeat itself. And I keep in my zen, and I'm at peace. I have no guilt and fear, no questions and doubts. I'm the true that I am. But I'm crazy that I am. And I love you as myself. Just know that. For I'm you, you are not your mind. I'm allergic on the mind. I get crazy on the mind. I feel profoundly things in the mind that are cause of all your problems, and you don't want to see in yourself. So you see, so you can get free. And you can be crazy as that I am from the heart. With no guilt and fear, no questions and doubt, love that I am, for I'm you. That's why I give you my word. Much love and much love. And blessings. Be crazy as that I am, you're not your mind. And if anybody feels like you want to offer a donation to the art of the word that I am, you know that without of your donation, there would be no art of the word that I am. And I'm so grateful, I appreciate it so much. You keep this crazy man in this world so I can give you my word and help people to get free of this world. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And if there's any blessing in this truthful and sincere heart, it's open, let it all go to you. In giving we receive. But I also give a gift to everyone who offers me a donation. White light source energy healing I do. And I feel so profoundly. I only have to see your PayPal there that is written that you have sent me donation, and whatever the donation is, I do healing on you. I connect, so I feel everything. I connect with you. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to tell you anything. It's quantum white light source healing beyond time and space. I feel so clearly, and I just do healing on you. I take my energy for every single donation. I take my energy and I do healing for I appreciate it so much. You have given me the energy that in this world I can maintain this body, and help others to get free of this world. I just want to give you something. And I do it in silence of my mind. What would I have to say? You heal yourself, you save yourself. I just do best healing on you. And I take my energy, I take my time. And what you do with that energy, it's up to you. If you think you are your mind, if you think and all these things that I'm autistic and allergic to, not being truthful and sincere, expecting, projecting your mind, thinking you're your mind, just letting your mind loose so that you don't have to be silent and know the answer that is your truth in your being, and all the opposition and violence, resistance, gaslighting, defending of the mind. And nobody can heal you. You stay on hell, and you are at hell. You have to heal yourself, save yourself, by knowing you're not at mind and stopping doing to others what you don't want to be done upon yourself, to bring the unconscious to consciousness. Work on yourself. Whenever there's a resistance in you and in the world, be truthful and sincere to yourself and others. Love others as yourself and others, and live in state no resistance. You save yourself. You heal yourself. I want to give you my word. For every single donation, I'm going to do healing on everyone. And everyone heals themselves. And for the end, from this crazy man that I am, autistic baby, I want you. I'm truthful and sincere and crazy as that I am. I truthful and sincerely love you as crazy that I am. And I want you to be truthful and sincere as I am, and save yourself from your mind. And I truthfully and sincerely bless you from the heart. Feel, don't think. Don't miss all the heavenly glory. Be crazy as that I am from the heart. You are not your mind. You are that I am. I truthfully and sincerely bless you to reach enlightenment in this life. And be truthful and sincere as I am, with no guilt and fear, no questions and doubt. One that I am, you from the heart as no other. Purna namaste, Purna namaste, Purna namaste.